guys, welcome back to my channel. Simone here. Today I'm going to be filming my non-fiction readathon TBR. Now if you don't know, the wonderful Julie from the channel The Hungry Bookworm is hosting a non-fiction readathon, which I am super excited about. I love non-fiction and I love Julie, so it's like two wonderful things in one. Julie has been such a support to me. She's so wonderful, and I definitely think you will need to go and subscribe to her channel if you haven't already. She's great. She has a wonderful sense of humour as well, so yes. But yeah, so she has done a readathon which has it goes from the 27th to the It's from the 27th of August for 2 weeks, so it lasts until a week into September. Now, I'm only taking part in the first week of this only because my readathon with Clint and with Emily takes place from the 2nd of September to the 7th. From the 2nd of September to the 15th, so go and check out that announcement video if you want to go and see and you don't know anything about that yet. But I am really wanting to support Julie, so I did want to still take part in this. There are 4 challenges which you can, or you don't have to take part in the challenges for this one. I have chosen to. Unfortunately, I couldn't get hold of the book that she has. One of her challenges is to read a particular book. I can't remember the name of it now. I will put a picture on the screen here so you can go and check that one out if you do want to read that one. I couldn't get hold of it in my library and I don't really want to buy it right now because I'm trying to stop buying. In fact, I'm on a bit of a book ban. So what I've decided to do instead is to have books for the other 3 prompts, and hopefully that'll be alright. But yes, so the first prompt is to read a non-fiction book that is set in your favourite time in history. Now, my favourite time in history to read about has always been World War II time, and I wanted to read a particular book which I'm excited about and which Charlie from Charlie Brooke has talked about so much and she absolutely loves, and that is I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. Now, I picked up Maya Angelou's autobiographies 2 to 6, which I found in a charity shop a while ago, but I didn't have number 1, so I bought it on my Kindle, so I don't have the copy right now, but I am really excited to read this one. This literally follows Maya Angelou's life. She's written a bunch of autobiographies and they kind of go through her life. So like I say, I'm going to read the first one, which as far as I know takes place around World War II, I think, unless I'm completely wrong, but I did read the back and that's what it said, or I read the bit on my Kindle, so that's what I'm excited about. I really want to read this book so that I can then continue on and read the physical copies I have, and as I said, Charlie raves about Maya Angelou, so I'm really looking forward to reading her work, and yes, I'm really excited about it. So that is going to be my first potential pick. So that's going to be my first pick for the non-fiction readathon. The second prompt is to read a non-fiction book that is about a subject that you found really hard or was your least favourite at school. So my least favourite subject at school was always kind of science. Although I was quite good at science, I really didn't like it. I've never really been a scientific person. However, I find like forensic science and that kind of thing really interesting, so I thought actually I can read a book about that, which I have lots on my shelf. I can read a book about that and actually it would fit in quite nicely with that. So I have decided to read Stiff, The Curious Lives of Human Cadavers by Mary Roach. Now, I've had this on my shelf for ages and I really just want to get to it now. So this is about basically bodies. This says, whether buried, burnt, snatched, donated or decomposed, some people have been more useful dead than alive. And this is about what happens to our bodies when we die. It talks about dissection, it talks about decomposition, ballistics practice, body farms, crash test dummies, composting, all sorts of things. In fact, the true story of the human dumpling. That sounds very strange, but yes, I really want to read this. This is scientific, so I guess that's kind of what I'm doing. I have sort of cheated a bit because I find that really interesting, but it was my worst subject in terms of like my most hated subject at school, so yes, I could enjoy this one, I think, and Mary Roach I've heard really good things about, so yeah, very much looking forward to picking up this book. And then the third and final prompt that I'm going to be taking part in is to read a non-fiction book that starts with the first letter of the country that you live in. Now, we're quite lucky here, I guess, because I could be England, I could be Great Britain, I could be Britain, I could be UK. I have a lot of choices. However, I've decided to go with G for Great Britain, mainly because this is a book I wanted to read and it sort of fit what I wanted. So this one is Ghosts of the Tsunami by Richard Lloyd Parry. This is also one I've had on my shelf for a while. In fact, when Becky from Beck's Books used to make videos, she talked about this book and I was very excited to read it. It's going to be really hard to read, I think. I'm just going to read the back because I think this is probably going to sum it up much easier than I can. So it says, on the 11th of March 2011, a massive earthquake sent a 120-foot high tsunami smashing into the coast of northeast Japan. By the time the sea retreated, more than 18,500 lives had been lost. It was Japan's greatest single loss of life since the atomic bombing of Nagasaki. Richard Lloyd Parry spent 6 years reporting from the disaster zone, and he found himself drawn back again and again to a village which had suffered the greatest loss of all, a community tormented by mysteries of its own. What really happened to the local children as they waited in the school playground in the moments before the tsunami? Why did their teachers not evacuate them to safety? And why was the unbearable truth being so stubbornly covered up? So this, I feel like it's going to be really difficult to read. Obviously, it's about the death of a lot of children. So yeah, I think this is going to be hard, but I also think that this is going to be quite interesting and definitely a book that I'm interested in reading. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this. So I'm using this for my G prompt. So there you are, guys. That is the 3 books that I am planning to read during the first week of the non-fiction readathon. Like I said, please do go and support Julie. I think she's amazing. Even if you just read one non-fiction book, there is not really any rules. Like, she's given prompts, but you don't have to follow them if you don't want to, if you can't find books that you want to read. I happened to find 3 that I wanted because I do like non-fiction, so I have quite a lot of them on my shelf. But yes, my video shout out for this video is going to be Jasmine from the channel Jasmine's Reads. I love Jasmine's channel. I think she's amazing. She's so wonderful, really, really personable, and I love to watch her videos. I love to hear her talk about books. I think she's great. She has relatively different taste to me, but I still really enjoy listening to her. And yeah, I just wanted to shout her out. So please go and give her some love because she's fantastic. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know if you are taking part in the non-fiction readathon, and if not, why not? And I will see you next time for another video. Bye, guys.